Hello and welcome to MILS plate training. Okay, we are learning today all the different MILS plates that I'm using in my Lego city, my Lego street rather. So this one right here is your standard. This is what most of my plates look like. This is the 32 by 32 standard base plate with 4 16 by 16 plates, and below that is 25 2 by 2 bricks. The basic math here is a 2 by 2 brick, a gap of 5 studs, a 2 by 2 brick, a gap of 6 studs, a 2 by 2 brick, a gap of 6 studs, a 2 by 2 brick, and a gap of 5 studs, and a 2 by 2 brick. You turn it 90 degrees and you do it again. And you turn it 90 degrees and you do it again. And you turn it 90 degrees or backwards 270 degrees and you do it again. And you zoom out and you fill it in. Okay, so it equals out to 25 2 by 2 bricks because you got 9 plus 6 plus 6 plus 4. Simple math. So what that allows us to do is stick a 16 by 16 plate on here. And that's gonna give us 9 points of contact. So there's no, you can give that some serious push and it's not going anywhere. Then you put 3 more on and you have an incredibly solid base structure. The reason for it is so that you can pick up an entire modular building, right? Any of these that are sitting on top of that with ease. So like I can come over here to the tuner corner and you know base plates have that, they're floppy. But on a MILS plate, the whole thing is structurally sound. I can wiggle this and shimmy it around and pick it up and slide it around with no issues and just push it right back into place. As my city necessitates, there are a couple 16 by 32 variants as well of the standard base plate. Nothing different about this one, just less pieces. In addition, we also have a road plate. This is the single road plate I have in the city. It's gonna go right here like that. And the reason I have this built this very specific way is for a height reason. One of the other main reasons for the MILS plate is the ability to add elevation changes. So you can see here, we come into these are the 16 by 16 walking plates, which I'll show you. The walking path plates, I'll show you in a second, are built on a base plate and then 2 plates and then the 16 by 16 plate and then the tiles. And that's it. Versus these plates, which have a whole brick, which is 3 plates and a plate. This is 3 plates and a tile. So right now they're the same height, right? Right now they are the same height. But when you build a modular building, this is acting as your base plate in theory. So you get an additional layer of tile and plate. So it ends up being 5 tiles tall versus 4. So you get that interesting little extra 1 layer of tile or plate height difference, which kind of acts as a curb, which was my plan. And then here you can see this planter for the bonsai tree is 2 bricks tall, which is 6 plates, plus a tile. So that'd be like 7 plates tall. So it's several plates taller than the walking path and 2 plates taller than the upper sidewalk there. The road plate is a different elevation still. The road plates themselves are 2 plates thick, and then the road plate is sitting on a single layer of plate above the base plate. So this is 3 plates or a brick tall. And that sits right here. So it'll be shorter it'll be a plate shorter than the walking path would be. Or if there was a building next to it, untold amounts of height differential there. Finally, in addition to the standard system here, I also had some other pieces at my disposal which were perfect for MILS plating themselves. Here I have the Palace Cinema that I've built on a MILS plate. You can see here the standard base plate brick plate system that we've been doing so far. On this side, however, you can see something different. These are 16 by 16 by 1 1/3 brick tall bricks. They're giga bricks, if you will. It's one giant 16 by 16 brick. Comes with a bunch of Technic holes as well. So it is exactly the same height as a brick and a plate. Interesting little system that they built. It's as if they built this plate specifically for MILS plating. It even comes with Technic holes on grid that you could connect all of your MILS plates together with. It's immaculate science. These bricks came out in a number of sets. They exist in my Hokusai set as well, in Nougat, I believe, which is interesting. So I had purchased 9 of these bricks. Now they're like $5 a piece, so don't do that. But I had them already before I started this whole thing. So 6 of them are the base of the assembly square. You can see here this black background is those plates. They even have like a couple of them have on the end are like the hollow studs, which is wild. They're just such a versatile piece. They have so much going for them. And then I had 3 more, so 3 of this base plate, MILS plate, is those 1 1/3 tall bricks. I do actually have one other MILS plate. This one that I've used for the Tudor corner is utilizing 4x4 plates. So 64 4x4 plates, and I want to say 81 2x2 brick. So if you have a crap load of 2x2 brick and 4x4 plate, then that could be an efficient way to do it. You get smaller gaps. It is technically a sturdier structure because this can bend in those midpoints versus the smaller gaps tend to create more structure, I guess. But it is a little bit more parts intensive. So that's up to your discretion on that one. But yeah, so that's all the MILS plate knowledge you'll ever need. And I have all my MILS plates built up, ready to go for the second half of the city. And I have finished, of course, the first half as well as the walking path. Spoiler alert, I got rid of the white and black. Hello. So, this is new to you guys. So basically, what I've done here is, here's the assembly square. We finished that recently. And my next target is the walking path. So what I've basically done here is a shorter MILS plate that is 2 plates tall. You can see there is a basic skeleton, just a couple random plates to kind of balance out. And then I've used my 16 by 16 plates and a couple odd shapes to fill out around the bonsai tree in dark gray, and this is light gray. Figure it won't matter too much. And basically what's going to happen is we're going to take this bucket of pieces from the Bricks and Pieces, rather, from the Lego store, as well as, actually this is all from the Bricks and Pieces website. We're just going to take out random pieces from here and put them on the plate. It's that simple. So I'm gonna give that a shot, and I'll give you an update on some progress. So here is the walking path. We've given it a nice look. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit too much black and white like I was expecting, but I think for the most part it looks pretty solid. Here on the bonsai tree, let me actually get you a closer look-see here. So you can see here, it's a plate shorter. We've done 3 plates and then our path on top. So it's a brick and a tile or plate tall, as opposed to a brick and a plate and a tile. So you get that tiniest little bit of height difference there. And then the planter itself is 2 bricks and a tile tall. So you get a little bit of elevation there as well. So let's put some minifigures on. And I think we'll really start to see some life get brought into this place. You've got a little bit of extra life going. The people are walking around. They're doing stuff on the path. I'll say this once and I'll say it many times. I love a stud. I think studs look great. I think it's what makes Lego Lego. And when people try to like perfectly tile off stuff, I think it kind of ruins the illusion a little bit for me. So like even this surface is like too tiled for me. I would like a few more studs here and there just to have, you know, so you can put a figure anywhere you want, right? And so, yeah, this is what I'm looking for, dude. This is like, it's like I'm looking at a dream coming true right now through my camera right now. The tree looks so good in the ground. It's exactly what I was hoping it would look like. And the people walking, oh, yes, sir. This is beautiful stuff, folks. And this is just one module here. We're gonna build, I mean, there's gonna be another 32 studs that way, and then a base plate, 2.5 base plates, or no, 2 base plates on either side as well. So this is one module done out of 11.5, I think is the math. And this is the center of town. This is where we will be assembling in the square. Oh, yes. It's beautiful, guys. I'm really, really happy with how this is shaping up, and I can't wait to build some more. All right, guys, check it out. We are halfway. And, well, okay, no, wait. What did I decide? 55% of the way done. Very exciting stuff. We've added in our full middle walkway section here. So let's take a nice look down the street. Wow, dude. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just transcendent, I would say. We added in the rest, 4 more 16 by 32 MILS plates. So these are fully separated modules here. And basically we did one with the corner kiosk, which was the gift with purchase little news stand that came with the Tudor corner in January. So we just plopped that in there. A big competitor with this little kid and his newsstand next to the police station. Then we've added 2 modules with planter boxes, as well as a final just standard path. I might add something to this in the future, but I don't have a good idea for it yet. Now these planter modules, basically the build is pretty simple. It's a layer of plate that is on the 16 by 16 plate underneath, and then tiles all around underneath, or level with that. And you can see it right in there. A layer of red bracket, 2 by 2 red brackets up facing, and then the white 2 by 4 tile all the way around, a 2 by 2 tan tile jumper, and then these red, dark orange, rounded 2 by 4 tiles. And then on the inside, additionally, is 2 layers of green 2x10 plate, and then a random level of brown plate on top. And then I rummaged through my nature bin. I have a nature bin full of the plants that I bought on Pick-a-Brick, Bricklink, anything that I've picked up over the years, extra pieces. These mushrooms came from an old Hagrid's Hut set. Old flowers, new flowers, extra pieces, Pick-a-Brick orders, anything I could just rummage through that was small, and I just jammed as many studs in there as possible. Mostly green, tried to throw a little bit of red and yellow and some colors in every single one. I thought I'd throw a seaweed piece in there for some height. I don't know if I'll keep that, but that's how those two look. And exactly the same design on these two. I was able to get some fancy looking shapes in here. I really like this yellow flower with the tiny blue flower on top. We got a little baby spruce in here. Lots of ingenuity. I got lots of ingenuity. Thank you. I do also have the rainforest bag somewhere under here. There's a bag with those. I got two I don't know if it was a glitch for everybody, but I was getting a glitch where I got two of the rainforest dioramas. It's somewhere down there. I don't know, one of these bags that I got. And so I have a bunch of plants in there. I might redo those in the future. But yeah, so let me put it all back together. So that is how it looks. And I also completed the rest of our MILS plates. So let me set those on top, and then we can get a good view of the shape, the final shape. Okay, so this is the final size of the buildings. We don't have these buildings yet, but that's going to include the boutique hotel and the Fun Hole record store. So the boutique hotel will go opposite the Tudor Corner, and the record store will go opposite the Palace Cinema. And then on this base plate, so basically what we have here, so we have the two 32s on either side, and then 3 16s in the middle to match the assembly square. So the middle will be the road, and what I'm gonna do is 8 of the studs here and 8 of the studs here will be used as sidewalk / curb, and it's gonna round off the top of this so it doesn't just brush up against the tree there. It's gonna get covered with sort of an arch look, I'm thinking. And then I'm not sure what we'll do here. Maybe just taper it off. I do have the rest of that set down there. I kind of cleaned up the area a little bit. The rest of the road plates are in there, so maybe I'll use the 16 road plate to just put a crosswalk on the end. Not sure. But then it's going to be 8 studs plus 32 studs, so 40 studs on either side for personal projects, mock projects. So we're going to have a food truck cart area here where people can park their food trucks. We got the burger truck and the donut truck from the recent wave of Lego City sets, and then Bricklink has a bunch of other ones. I have there's a hot dog cart in there somewhere that we might throw in here, and then I don't know, a slushy truck or a pizza truck. We'll find something to throw in there. And then on this side, we're gonna do a juice bar and a tennis court on the top, as well as a nice seating area using 8 of those studs for some outdoor seating, some public green space maybe. So that's the vision for the rest of the city. Progress is going to slow significantly after this video because that's when the money is out. The money is out. So we gotta, realistically, I gotta spend some money, and that's gonna require shipping and packages and that sort of thing. And so I do have bricks for an idea of this floor. I have a palette. This one will be a lot simpler because it's a couple sets, and then I might not even do too much to this since this is already dark gray. I might just kind of tile it off more or less, and then yeah, we'll see what we have going on after that. but that is what we got so far. It's looking really good. I'm very excited about it. So, I have in here pieces for the tennis court, as well as getting rid of the white in the walking path. We have the dark gray tile, a 2x2, as well as the tile with 2 stud in 2x2, all in dark gray. That's going to be the sidewalk on this side, and then these are replacement pieces for the black and white pieces on the pathway to give us a more refined look. We've added a bunch more of the circles. We've gotten a bunch of corner plates. We've gotten these, which I really liked, these little ridge plates, but now in light gray instead of white. And then we've added the 2x2 jumpers. And we've also added the dark gray round tile, 2x2, as opposed to just all of the dark gray circles being jumpers. So we've added that. I got rid of all of the black and white pieces in the walking path, replaced with light gray, dark gray, and added a few more of the tan 2x2s, as well as I found a couple of these 2x2 tiles without studs. I don't know where those came from, but I got it back. And in the meantime, I've also acquired a large amount of plant pieces, so I redid the planters as well. A little bit more variety, a lot more color. I stole this one from the rainforest, but yeah, so redid those, and I think everything looks way better. The contrast is much nicer. It's got that beautiful cobblestone look that I was going for. I think it looks pretty sweet. So that is very exciting. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I also turned around the Tudor Corners corner kiosk and put it over there on this end and turned it around so that it wasn't kind of jammed up right next to the planter box. Now you have a little bit of space for a line to form or what have you. So there you go.